Hey, L5H neighbors, hope you are doing well despite this crazy weather that just can't seem to make up its mind. Regardless, I've got the stats here for the area for February. Let's go ahead, take a look at what happened or what didn't happen in the L5H real estate market. Starting with detached homes, there was 9 sales in February with a median price of just under 2.1 million with an average days on market of 88. Now that's property days on market. If you've seen my other videos, you'll know that. If it's your first time, welcome. And what the difference is listing days versus property days. Property days of the actual amount of time a property was on the market, not just a listing. For example, if an agent listed a property and it sat for 6 months, that listing will have a listing days of 6 months, right? However, if they terminate it and relist the same property under a new listing, let's say they drastically reduce the price and it sold in 3 days. Now that listing for that property has sold in 3 days. And then you'll get the marketing that says we sold this price record time 3 days. Meanwhile, the property itself has been on the market for 6 months and 3 days. So that's why I go through every property to look at the history to see what's actually going on. The average listing days, it was something like 13 days on market or something like that as the average. And in saying that, for the detached homes out of these 9 that sold, the lowest days on market was only 4 days, and the highest was 176 for total property days on market. And as of right now, there are 49 detached homes on the market. So just for the sake of some easy math, let's say that there was 58 properties on the market. So the 49 that are on there now, plus the 9 sold, we've got 58 total. That means 9 out of the 58 sold. That gives us a 15.5% list to sale ratio. And again, it's going to be more or less as the numbers change, things are sold and added to the market and whatnot. What it's saying is if you have a detached home in the L5H area, you have a roughly a 15.5% chance of actually selling. Moving on to semi-detached, this one's fairly simple. One property sold and it sold for just under 1.9 million and it was on the market for 8 days. And as far as semis go, there's 4 on the market at the timing of this video, and I know a couple of those they've been up there a while. When it comes to freehold townhomes, there's 2 that sold in February, median price of 1,483,950, with an average days on market of 11. So these both sold fairly quickly. When it comes to the median price, obviously this doesn't tell the whole story, especially when there's only 2 sales. The difference in price between the lowest sold and the highest sold was almost $982,000. Almost $1 million difference between those two, which is why we have such a high median price. So we're talking about 2 drastically different sides of the market. The lowest price one that sold was $993,000, and the highest was $1,974,900. Big difference in property, right? So with such a small sampling size of numbers, this doesn't really give the full picture. And at the timing of this video, there's no other freehold townhomes on the market in the L5H area. And even easier math is condo townhomes where nothing sold and there's none on the market right now. Now, this may change as we start to head into spring and summer because the bulk of the condo townhomes are on John Mar, either side of the road. Now, 1055 is going through some major work right now. They've got to fix all the garages. So they did the one garage last year. They're doing another one. And then there's a third one that will have to be done most likely next year as well. There's nothing worse than trying to sell a house that's going through major renovation unless someone absolutely has to. There are the stats for the L5H market. Hope you enjoyed. Any questions, leave a comment, contact me directly. Would love to have a one-on-one confidential conversation how I can best help you with your real estate goals at this time. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you around the neighborhood.